my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all they friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Team, we're set for football, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Okay, ready? 1918. Ready?
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rig alert, rig alert.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the Cardinals,
hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Again, it's Charbonnet. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Come on. Check, Bobcat. 70 Timberwolf.
Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Go.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Let's go. Hurt.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Cowboy 80. Steady.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Buffalo 19, Charger 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
His kick is
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Next to the air. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Kevin Pirates, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
2nd and long. Well, he's caught Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Come on, set! Gravity Lions!
Now run by Charbonnet. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more on that one and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 back. Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker to the 27-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready?
Now back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Ken Walker was his target out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and 5.
Ready?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 70 Rangers, let's go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
18 rattle. Cut 19, cut 19. 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First down, Seahawks.
Ready.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Third. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the carry, Charbonnet. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's Warriors, 70. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
Trey McBride, 65 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Go check. Cup 19. Panther 11. Warriors 17. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Go!
A run now with Charbonnet. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 4 yards.
Go, Reed, go!
Charbonnet once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On the
3rd and 9 here.
18, Rodler, 18, Panther 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Here's Nix. He is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing Nix. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Man open left side is Brown. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Ball 11. Captain.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going. It's Nix. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Let's go now. Bronco, Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready, set. Set. Gravity, check. Hurt.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
7 brings up 3rd and 6.
Captain. Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Now it's Nix. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. And some space here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Seahawks 22-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Cardinals.
Benson is in. Touchdown, Arizona. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here now, a third down and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will almost slide to a halt at the end of that one. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another run here with Benson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. A give left side for Benson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Seahawks 17.
Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Rattle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Walker. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Walker once more. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs are must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A give up the middle with Benson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
39-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Captain.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Inside the 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. All right, big problems there on the conversion. A poor snap. It's no good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run over center with Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A handoff here to Benson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 6 coming up. A give. Here comes Benson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, We take a break.
3rd and 7.
Here now, 3rd down. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther Street. Panther Street.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle.